We speak on Monday, which is tomorrow. They are supposed to go. They have obtained search warrants to go and search it.
Hata saa hii tumepata habari ile gavana ya Trans Nzoia anaitwa Gov Natembeya ati wanataka kushika yeye.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as the drums of the arrest of the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua beats, other drums are also beating on the other head of another opposition leader whose arrest seems to be looming and around the corner, as the details that we are receiving is that an arrest warrant of Governor of Trans Nzoia County, Governor Gov Natembeya, has been processed. Gov Natembeya to be arrested tomorrow, according to the intel revealed by one Kalonzo Musyoka, the former Vice President of the Republic of Kenya. Political temperatures have currently risen sharply following claims made by the Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka, who on Sunday, May 18th, alleged a looming plan to arrest Trans Nzoia Governor Gov Natembeya. According to Kalonzo, a covert operation is being orchestrated by high-level authorities through the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, which he claims has already secured a search warrant scheduled to be executed on Monday, May 19th, tomorrow. Now, Kalonzo described the planned operation as a deliberate attempt to discredit the governor. He maintained that the arrest would be symbolic, intended to cause public embarrassment rather than result in any meaningful prosecution. The Wiper leader further accused state institutions of being weaponized against leaders who fail to align themselves with the top government officials. The latest development follows weeks of political pressure on Gov Natembeya. Recently, he came under fire from Nandi Senator Samson Cherargei, who publicly called for his impeachment on grounds of tribal bias, administrative incompetency, and alleged corruption. Although the accusations have not translated into formal impeachment proceedings, they have contributed to mounting scrutiny around Natembeya's leadership. The governor has previously defended his record, dismissing the criticism as politically motivated interference. He has questioned the interest of leaders from other counties in Trans Nzoia's affairs and suggested that internal political rivalries are at play. Kalonzo also pointed to the recent detention of Mumias East MP Peter Salasy as part of a growing trend of state intimidation. Salasy, who recently declared his intention to run for the president, was allegedly arrested shortly after a rally in Isiolo and is reportedly being held without formal charges. Meanwhile, as we speak, the political arena of our country has become a dramatic scene, a scene filled with a lot of dramas that we all are now anticipating the worst. Why am I saying this? Now, as we speak right now, news have it that DCI and uniformed police officers have been deployed in 3 of Rigathi Gachagua's homes. One in Karen, the other one in Nairobi town, around his Olive Gardens Hotel, and the other ones have been deployed at his Nyeri home, the Wamunyoro residence. Now, as we battle with the ideology of how these people are going to arrest the former deputy president, it is coming to our attention that it's not only Rigathi Gachagua who is under the verge of being arrested. An arrest warrant has already been processed for Gov Natembeya and it's meant to be executed tomorrow, where the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission officers are expected to visit Trans Nzoia governor's offices to try and scrutinize how he has been spending money allocated to the county. But we all know this is a witch hunt by the state due to how Governor Gov Natembeya has been mobilizing other leaders to reject the recent lease of Chamilil Sugar, Zoia Sugar, and other sugar companies in the western region, where they have protested the state leasing these sugar companies to private individuals, one of them being Jeswant Rai, an Indian billionaire and tycoon who is a who is a friend to the president of the day. Remember, the other day there were demonstrations in western part of Kenya led by Gov Natembeya and other opposition leaders, including the party leader of DAPK, Eugene Wamalwa, the former cabinet secretary of defense. So what they're trying to do is to try and force the hand of Gov Natembeya, or push Gov Natembeya out of continuing advocating for the government to stop leasing these properties. Are we together? Now, when we look at it, Gov Natembeya has been moving with a high speed in the western part of Kenya, more so in the Luya land, trying to unite the Luya leaders so that they will have a say at the high table come the elections of the year 2027, or the government that will be formed in the year 2027. I should also remind you that Gov Natembeya is being scrutinized due to the recent claims that he is the only competent person to be the deputy president of the opposition to run behind Fred Matiang'i, who a lot of other leaders have suggested to be the flag bearer of the opposition. Now, they want to cow Gov Natembeya, but it is in public knowledge that Gov Natembeya has been one of the most fierce critics of the current government, and not only that, on his head as the governor of Trans Nzoia County, he is the second most performing governor in the Republic of Kenya after the governor of Murang'a, Irongo Kang'ata. So these all the tricks that are being deployed are to tame Gov Natembeya's fierceness in the political arena. I mean, you all understand that the president and the state fears these people like Gov Natembeya, who their main aim and goal is to unite their people to vote against William Ruto in the year 2027. Should I remind you that after the Mount Kenya region votes as the number one rich vote region in the country, then Western Kenya is number two, or the Mlembe Nation is number two in terms of population. So they know if these people are to unite, it will be disastrous and catastrophic for the president come the year 2027. So they have to pull every intimidation card that is in their pocket to make sure that they scares people like Gov Natembeya and Rigathi Gachagua away from continuing with the current political trajectory that they are taking, because that will mean President William Ruto will be out of office early in the morning the year 2027. Now, the arrest of Gov Natembeya on corruption claims is the same witch hunt which was deployed a month or two ago, where the governor of Kiambu County, Governor Kimani Wamatangi, was arrested by EACC officers, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission officers, on the basis and claims that he has misappropriated millions and millions of money meant for development in Kiambu County. But the reason why they went ahead to arrest Kimani Wamatangi was clear to everybody, because Kimani Wamatangi is among the MP, the governors who are openly criticizing the current regime and the current government of President William Ruto. And after being arrested, it seems that Kimani Wamatangi held a conversation with the president, and the whole intimidation being was calmed down, and Kimani Wamatangi has not been harassed no more by detectives or police officers from the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. But one thing you must know, Gov Natembeya was not elected on a UDA ticket. He was elected on a DAPK ticket. That means he is not in any way attached to President William Ruto. Gov Natembeya, if he is to swear his allegiance, he should swear it to DAPK party leader Eugene Wamalwa, because Eugene Wamalwa is the party leader of George Natembeya. And the Tawe movement that has been propagated several times by George Natembeya seems to be working for the people of Luyaland, because currently, if there is somebody that the Mulembe nation don't want you to interfere with or try to harass, is George Natembeya. So we ask, what will happen if this man is arrested? And the same thing, what is going to happen if the said DCI officers that have been deployed to arrest former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua arrest him? That is the question. For now, that's what's up. Make sure you subscribe to our Kenyan Daily Report. See you in our next video.